The Objectives application helps organizations set, track, and monitor their quality, environmental, safety, or other types of objectives in one centralized place, ensuring alignment with continual improvement goals. The Objectives landing page shows a list of all objectives created for your company. Here, users can see the objective name, the management system and locations it relates to, who is responsible to report on the data, the frequency of the objective, the goal, the trigger, the last value, and the status of the objective, among other fields. Sorting capabilities make it easier to find the data needed. The and-on lights provide a quick visual status of whether anything is pending on the objective or if it is past due. On this page, you can also see monitoring and measurement items. These are very similar to objectives, however, they do not have a specific goal or trigger point. From the landing page, employees can switch from table view to graph view to see current graphs for all objectives in monitoring and measurement items. They can also filter the data by location and by management system. Employees can print the information on the screen using the print icon or download the data using the download icon. Admins can use the column picker function to select different columns for display. Employees can also search by any words to narrow the results. All of these functions apply similarly to the monitoring and measurement items. To create a new objective, simply click Add from the Objectives landing page and complete the required fields. Here you can enter the objective title. You can select whether this is a true objective with a goal or a monitoring and measurement item without a goal. If you select Monitoring and Measurement on the Type field, you can see that the goal and trigger fields will disappear. To continue creating an objective, you can describe the objective in detail. Depending on the configuration established by your company, some of the applicable To fields may or may not be required, and some may not even appear. In the About the Data fields, you will select the tracking frequency for the objective. Enter the specific goal, as well as the specific trigger. And you can select the person responsible for the data, who will have permission to add data to this objective. Finally, when you are ready, click Save so that data tracking can begin. After the objective is entered, employees responsible for the data are notified so they can begin adding values to the objective based on the established frequency. From the Objectives landing page, employees can click on any objective or monitoring and measurement item to view details about them. Here, employees can see the objective title, the frequency of the objective, when the next period is, and details of the objective, such as who is responsible for the data, the goal, the trigger, as well as the stage. To add data, admins or the employees assigned to enter data can click on the Add Data button. A pop-up window will open where you can select the period you are entering the data for. Enter the corresponding value. When you add a value that falls outside the trigger point, the follow-up fields appear to allow you to decide how you will correct this point or negative trend. Perhaps with simple action items where you will assign employees to take action and complete action verification, or assign employees to do a full-blown corrective action, where you assign somebody to conduct the root cause analysis and review of effectiveness. You can also drag and drop any attachments if desired. When ready, click Save to submit your value. As more values are entered, the graph will start to take shape, showing positive or negative trends. You can hover over each data point to view the values. In the data table, you can see the time period the data corresponds to. For example, in this case, the period corresponds to 2024. You can also see the value, who entered it. In the follow-up column, you may see none if there is no follow-up, the number of actions created, or the corrective action created. In this table, you can also see the stage and the status of each objective value. If we click on either the action or the corrective action link, you will see the title of the objective, the period not met, the stage that this corrective action is in, and here you can see information about each stage the corrective action will go through or has gone through, including root cause analysis and review of effectiveness. Employees assigned any of these steps can complete their activities by adding relevant comments and attachments as necessary. The History tab will show all steps the objective has gone through. In the app settings, Objectives admins can configure areas like the fields to show or not show when creating objectives or monitoring and measurement items, or set which ones need to be required or not required. Objectives admins can also select which management systems to show as default and edit the names as necessary. They can also define when to set amber status to missing data values based on the frequency type, as well as setting the default number of days for follow-up of actions and corrective actions. On the My Tasks page, Objectives admins can review their pending tasks at any time, which may consist of objectives pending data or objectives pending follow-up. Employees' tasks may consist also of objectives pending data or any objectives they were assigned actions or corrective actions from. Reports are available showing a list of any objectives completed or inactive objectives. To learn more about Web QMS and its features, check out our Web QMS user manuals and additional e-learning videos, or reach out to our support team with any questions. Thank you for watching this overview of Web QMS.